T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All three engines up and burning. 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You're listening to The Twisted 10, bringing you original and unique, host-created top 10 lists, recorded live in world-famous Cocoa Beach, Florida, with hosts Tach Van Sickle and Adam Poston.
And welcome to The Twisted 10. My name is Adam, and I am your host this week.
All right, and my name is Tach, and I'm just a guest.
And my name is Andrea Joy.
I am also guest host Jay Alvarez.
What's up, guys? How is your week this week?
My week was okay. I just coming off of 2 days off.
Yeah, that's
This
good.
is the end of my week.
End of your week. That's right. You're off on Sundays and Mondays. So
Most of the time.
I'm off Sundays and Mondays as well.
Unless
And Jay, what days off are you?
I will soon be off Sundays and
Look at
Mondays.
that.
Tach, I don't know if you remember in the last episode I did do a teaser.
I do. You said it's what we do.
Yeah, it's what we do.
What we do.
I was originally going to do.
Everybody poops. Wait, does that have something to do with
No,
it?
they don't.
I was originally going to do a list on the best, in my Adam's humble opinion, the best comedy podcasts that are out there.
Okay.
The problem with that is that it's a smaller list than a top 10. So
And they all would have
How is
been
that
Tom
what
and
we
Dan.
do?
It would have been a corporate time with Tom and Dan.
Mediocre
It
time
would have
with
been a
Tom.
mediocre time with Tom and Dan.
Granted, we do podcasting. That was for what we do.
I said
So I completely scrapped that idea, and this is the second
Okay.
time I've done that. So guess what? I'm never giving a hint at what an episode is again, because I always very often
Can
a
it
direction.
still be what we do?
I mean, you might be able to do some of this stuff.
I
I'll
can do
do-
all that stuff. Every one of them I could do.
You know what the fun part is? With this new list, half of them are still Tom and Dan.
Nice. All right, so I did a little bit of research, and I'm the kind of guy that enjoys some sciencey things, or some
Definitely.
spacey kind of
Yeah.
things, or some mythological, or some sci-fi, or whatever. Those are
Yeah.
the things that I really like. So
Hell yeah.
this episode is all about accidents, Tach.
What?
Accidents?
How is any of that related?
They are.
Well, what kind of
I
accident?
thought it was the top 10 reasons to watch Battlestar Galactica. For like,
That's my favorite sci-fi, by the way. That is by far my favorite sci-fi of all time. But no, this is accidental inventions.
Oh, I like.
Yes, you see what I did there? A little bit of a twist.
I like that.
All right.
I got so many off the top of my head.
Yep. You guys will probably know a couple of these, and then I'd be willing to bet that a couple of these you have no clue, because I didn't. All right, so number 10.
Number 10.
Yes.
The first accidental invention on our list of accidental inventions is accidentally inventing chewing gum.
Ooh. Pray tell.
The inventor, Thomas Adams, in year 1870, he was experimenting with chicle, the sap from a South American tree, as a substitute for rubber. After mounting failures, the dejected inventor popped a piece into his mouth. Big discovery, he liked it. As a result, Adams' New York #1 became the first mass-produced chewing gum in the world.
Ooh.
Wait, so he got so frustrated with his failed experiment that he threw it in his mouth?
Yes.
Like you don't do that.
No. What is he, a 4-year-old? I don't know what this is. Maybe it's food.
That'd be a bad thing to do for the first person inventing like some sort of arsenic compound.
Right?
Yeah,
Could you
yeah.
imagine what would happen if Thomas Edison got so pissed off at the light bulb?
eat this motherfucker.
I'm gonna eat.
Well, that's why there's warnings on all these things now. You know, arsenic is deadly. We had to learn that somehow.
That's true. That's a good point.
If people
Radiation.
hadn't died, we would.
So he was looking for the weaponry avenue. He's like, maybe it'll kill me. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe it'll put me out of my misery.
By the way, is there a twist to this list at all?
There's not a twist. However, these become cooler to me as the list goes on.
Okay.
So the least interesting of the inventions that I found that were noteworthy was chewing gum. All right.
Gotcha.
And as they go to number 1, it builds with anticipation to the best accidental invention.
So his
Good
wasn't
climax.
bubble gum.
I just love that.
Just chewing gum.
I just love that an inventor, a scientist, a man with a degree, got so mad that he just ate it. That is how intelligent people cope with failure. They eat their failure.
Number 9.
Nueve.
Silly putty.
Silly putty.
Yes. Inventor is James Wright. In year 1943, during the war years, 1943, come on, World War II, the General Electric engineer combined silicone oil and boric acid in an attempt to find a cheap alternative to rubber for tank treads, boots, etc. It didn't work, bottom line. But the scientist had a blast bouncing and stretching his mistake. That's what I do with my dick. When they weren't using it to transfer comics on a paper. As a result, kids had a blast playing with the silly putty too. He marketed it and got rich off of it.
So if you're an inventor, the moral of this is to try to replace rubber. Chances are you'll accidentally stumble upon something else.
We'll have a third item.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to number 8, by the way. Number 8.
Number 8.
Ocho.
I'm not going to say the name of this one. I want you guys to see if you can tell me what it is based off the description.
Ooh.
This was multiple inventors that did this as a partnership. The Konstantin Fahlberg and Ira Ramseen.
Oh, yeah, I totally know
Okay,
what it
that really helps, huh? The year was 1879. After spending the day studying coal tar derivatives, Fahlberg left his Johns Hopkins laboratory and went to dinner. Something he ate tasted particularly sweet, which he traced to a chemical compound he spilled in his hand. Best of all, it turned out to be calorie-free. As a result,
Sweetener.
he cut Ramseen
Sweet and low.
and the university out of millions of dollars when he secretly patented the breakthrough formula discovery for
NutraSweet.
Low.
all right, NutraSweet, Sweet and Low.
Aspartame.
I think you all are pretty much right.
Saccharin?
Saccharin is the invention. Yes,
Wait,
Andrea, you
I
win.
should say what's in this Sweet and Low?
You win.
You win. You get to do a freestyle rap.
You win. You get the dick later. See, if they would have won, they would have got the dick. But
Thank God, because I don't share.
you. All right, number 7.
Siete.
7.
This should have been lower on my list, but it's not. But let's go with it. Number 7 is Velcro. What do Velcro, a dog's fur, and cocklebur pants have in common?
Everything.
That sounds...
What don't they,
have in
right?
common?
Though the list seems quite random, there's more to it if you look closer. Such was the thinking of George de Mestral, an electrical engineer, after returning from a walk with his canine companion.
Can
Once
we guess
inside-
the year it was invented?
What kind of dog was
Yeah, you can guess the year.
Do you have the year?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Was it...
Do you want me to finish the reading this? And then
yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
because there
go
might be some clues in here as to what year it
Gotcha.
is. After returning from a walk with his canine companion. Once inside, de Mestral noticed how perfectly cockleburs... Is that how you say that? Cockleburs? The fuck is a cocklebur?
I don't know
Those
what that is.
they're like the they have the stickers that are like small. These are like about the size of an almond, maybe,
Oh,
and
okay.
like kind of hollow inside, but they have lots of like pokey, spiky.
All right, I assumed it was like one of those things you get on your legs when you're walking out in the grass.
It's probably
but- okay.
about like that big.
He noticed how perfectly
I know.
cockleburs bound to the dog's fur. So with a microscope in hand, he examined the burr closely. He discovered that the cocklebur was lined with numerous tiny hooks that could easily attach to the loops of his clothing and the fur of his dog. With this concept in mind, de Mestral, I might be pronouncing that wrong, toyed around with other materials, creating surfaces with hooks and loops to develop stronger bonds. So, what year do you think this invention was done?
1964.
Well, there were dogs, so
Dogs were a recent invention.
And Cocklebergs.
yes, in the 1876.
All right.
I'm going to say 1910s.
Tach wins the cake there with the closest answer. The year is 1955. It's not that old.
Yeah.
It's not that old of a product.
Mhm.
That's because they were using the cockleburs before.
Fun note, an out-of-this-world invention, Velcro's popularity spans beyond Earth's atmosphere. In fact, there's a long-standing rumor that NASA invented Velcro because of its frequent appearance in space missions. That is false, Tach.
False.
NASA did not invent Velcro.
No. Everybody knows they invented pans.
And
No, astronaut
Everyone
ice
knows
cream.
that the space station is where all of the world's supply of Tang went.
Yep. You got it.
It's true. Well, the lunches used to be sponsored by Tang like years ago.
Number 6.
Seis.
The inventor, Percy Spencer. The year, 1946. With the end, I'm not going to say it yet. I'm going to see if you guys can guess.
Okay.
With the end of World War II, the Raytheon engineer was looking for other uses for the magnetron, which generated this for radar systems, a certain type of frequency for radar systems. While Spencer was standing next to the device one day, a chocolate bar in his pocket melted.
Microwaves.
The magnetron worked even better on popcorn. As a result, Orville Redenbacher became very rich. Yes, this is the invention of the microwave, 100% by accident.
It's awesome.
Yes, isn't that
great invention?
In 1946. I don't know if I said the year or not.
You did.
All right, so that's 10 through 6. We're going to take a break in studio, come back with 5 through
list.
1. Tach, you're not going to believe number 2.
Oh
boy.
I'm not going anywhere.
And I have a bonus at the end of this. I have one extra.
I love bonuses.
All right, we'll be right back. Hey, it's Adam. If you enjoy the hosts or the content of The Twisted 10, be sure to check out our other show. It's called Living Podcariously. While The Twisted 10 may get crass and explicit occasionally, it holds no water to Living Podcariously. We do get a little bit more rough and raw on that show. We have a lot of fun producing it and have had some awesome guests. And as always, thanks for listening.
DJ Gil Lugo is bringing back the old school.
Just a castaway, an island lost at sea. Another lonely day, no one here but me. More loneliness any man could bear. Rescue me before I fall into despair.
All right, welcome back to The Twisted 10. I almost said our other podcast time. All right. So just as a reminder, this is the Accidental Inventions. Number 10 was chewing gum. Number 9 was silly putty. Number 8 was saccharin. Number 7 was Velcro. And number 6 was the microwave.
Cool.
Hey, Tach.
Yeah.
It's game time.
It's game time.
That's the wrong show. Number 5. Ooh, I like that. I'm not going to name this one. I want you to see if you can get it.
All right, cool.
The inventor was a Dutch shipmaster.
I know.
Unidentified.
A Dutch oven.
The year was approximately the 16th century. So this Dutch shipmaster used to heat concentrate wine in order to make it easier to transport, with the idea of adding water to reconstitute it when he arrived.
Concentrate powder.
Hot toddy.
Concentrated wine is better than watered down wine. Burnt wine, or brandy wine, in Dutch became a big hit. Since after a few drinks of this stuff, there's no way you can pronounce brandy wine, so a bartender can understand what you're ordering. You have to say brandy.
I was just going to say brandy.
Brandy was the accidental invention in the 16th century from a Dutch shipmaster. I love me some brandy.
Who's that?
Not the stripper.
Yeah.
I got the eyebrows raised out of Andrea over there.
So funny.
I will cut her.
I like how you immediately went, not the stripper. Like there's a stripper named Brandy.
There's a comic who said he got a divorce. He pissed off his wife and he tried to make it up to her by singing a song, "I Really Miss You, Brandy." And she slapped him across the face. She's like, "What's going on, baby?" He's like, "Brandy was a dog." If you listen to the song, Master P did a cover of it. I really miss my homies. Original song is "I Really Miss You, Brandy." Brandy's a dog.
Oh,
and his wife's name happened to be Brandy, and he didn't realize that the song was about a dog. But she did.
Interesting. I kind of did a flub like that. Because I like to make videos and things, as you guys know.
Oh, yeah. All right.
No,
Holly,
like
how you doing?
Not like,
Oh.
well, I mean,
Just say Brandy.
but like, anyway, all right. Well, when I shot and edited my last wedding video.
Shot, skeet.
Okay, no. So
it was his
How
wedding.
did
There was
you
no
video
skeets.
your wedding?
I know I did tripods. Me and Jimmy actually did it. He had a camera too. He set his up. I set mine up. I put it together. Anyway, so I did like a montage at the end with music and shit, and I put a song in it that I just thought sounded nice for like the moment that I was showing, and then once I'm done with it and playing it back, my wife at the time was like, that's a like breakup song, right? It was, well, it wasn't a breakup song. It was like, it was, On Bended Knee by Boyz II Men. It's like he's asking for forgiveness to like take him back kind of a thing. And I was like, I didn't know. I don't pay attention to lyrics.
Guys don't listen to lyrics.
And I was like, I didn't know the song. It sounded like a sappy song, so I just threw it on there, but whatever. I don't care. It doesn't matter anyway.
It was a sign.
Yeah, it was an omen.
It was. You were wrong right off from the bat.
Right from the day one, literally day
Just
one.
wrong.
Congratulations. You started this marriage off being wrong.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Cuatro.
We're calling birds.
This accidental invention, Tach has some experience with.
All right.
The inventor, or inventors, scientists at Pfizer. Oh, yeah.
Wait a second.
Year 1992.
It's a little blue pill.
A Welsh hamlet was ground zero for a test on a pill to fight angina. Unfortunately, for the afflicted, it had little success against the disease. Though it didn't work, the men taking part in the study refused to give up their wonderful medicine.
Viagra?
The scientists switched gears and marketed the drug Viagra for a very different purpose.
I don't have any experience in that.
Oh, no?
So
I just assumed because you're old. No.
Oh.
So
I got that smoker's laugh from the cold. And it's a wheezy kind of. Yeah, that's not my laugh.
It's an old man laugh. It's a
It is
dad
an old man
laugh.
laugh.
So
It is
one
a
of
dad
the
laugh.
guys
From the
that sold the
Viagra
recipe
taken.
for Viagra to Pfizer lives on Star Island, which is in Miami Beach area, and it is a compound. It's got like two full-size basketball courts, 2 tennis courts, Olympic-sized swimming pool. It takes up about 3 or 4 lots on Star Island, and whenever you go on a lot of like little pontoon boat tours, because that's the only way you can get access them without going through security, just go on a tour around the island. They tell you this is the house that Dick built.
Nice. It's ironic that it was a pill that was originally created to fight angina, and now it tears
why would
up
you want to fight
vagina.
It tears it
I'm
up.
just saying. That's where I insert crickets, by the way.
Oh, cricket.
How do you make that sound?
Cricket.
Number 3.
Tres.
What did you just do? You
Number 3.
Smash the bug?
I don't want any crickets in here. Stupid loud bugs.
Well, if I'm telling jokes, I'm sorry, baby. Number 3 is anesthesia.
Oh, I love her. Oh, not
The inventor Horace Wells.
he
year
invented that?
1844.
How are we going to guess it now?
Well, this one isn't a guessing one.
Oh,
Oh.
not even the year?
I already said it. 1844.
I know, you started with the name of it.
You want me to
and the
start
year.
Can
over
we-
and then
Yeah.
Can
pretend?
we guess his religion? Something?
His
Losing-
name?
No, because you're not always going to get what you want, children. Now let him finish the story.
Let's see.
We just sucked the fun out of it.
There's nothing for you to really guess in this one. So no, you can't.
We can
You're
guess
just-
it. What he
What-
put to sleep first.
What was he trying to invent, Adam?
It was a young girl, right?
$1 Bob.
Yeah, he invented anesthesia so he could get into bed with a young girl. Yeah, he also invented chloroform.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys can answer this. I didn't understand this when I wrote it. So tell me what you think. This is like a colloquialism. In its salad days, nitrous oxide was strictly a party toy. What the fuck does salad days mean?
And it's
Spell it.
SALAD, salad.
Salad.
Salad and then days.
Days?
Salad days.
and it's beginning like an
DAYS?
appetizer,
Yeah.
like the beginning days.
And it's
like
salad
you do
days. Is that a
salad first.
colloquialism for like in its origination days?
something you did in public and then ruined in private. I don't know.
All right, well, whatever. We'll just pretend like we know. Hey, guys, in its salad days, nitrous oxide was strictly a party toy since it made people howl like hyenas. But a friend of the dentist
Never done that to me.
took too much of the stuff at the Laughing Gas stage show and gashed his leg. The discovery was the friend hadn't even realized he had hurt himself. As a result, nitrous oxide became an early form of anesthesia because you couldn't feel the pain. So anesthesia, an accidental invention by a dentist.
Huh. I think Andrea was probably the closest on the guessing what salad days was.
That's more interesting than the anesthesia. What was it? What did you say?
I said it's maybe the beginning, like the
Early
salad's the
days.
beginning of the meal.
That's
Salad
The
days
salad
is a
days.
noun. The period when one is young and inexperienced. The peak
Yeah,
or
good
heyday.
job.
Or the peak or heyday of something.
So does that mean I'm in my dessert
So
days?
the 80s would have been the salad days of cocaine.
Gotcha. Nice reference there.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Dos.
Two turtle doves.
Wilson, and I'll go through this, and you guys will probably get what this accidental invention was, but hold your guesses till the end.
Okay. Did you call us Wilson?
Well, Wilson Greatbatch.
Tom Hanks.
Let me tell you, I wish my last name was Greatbatch.
That sounds like an old-timey name for
I'm
sex.
so glad it's not.
Sounds like Gray Patch, and you don't want any name like
Great
that.
babe. All right, Wilson Greatbatch expressed an insatiable interest in circuitry and held revolutionary thoughts about how to fix naturally occurring problems in the human body. Greatbatch was on the hunt for a solution for, quote, heart block, unquote, a condition in which the heart does not receive messages from the surrounding nerves to pump blood correctly. In contrast to other scientists who used large cumbersome gadgets to stimulate heart muscle, Greatbatch wanted to devise a smaller implant to get the job done. Though Greatbatch intended to create a machine to mend a broken heart, get it? Kind of a play on broken heart. His moment of discovery may surprise you. While building an oscillator to record heartbeat sounds in animals at Cornell University in 1958, he accidentally grabbed the wrong transistor and installed it in his device. Realizing his mistake, Greatbatch was still curious to see what would happen. Oh, that rabbit's twitching. Let's see what happens. No, I exaggerated that part.
Okay.
Not expecting the oscillator to work, he switched it on and heard a familiar rhythmic pulsing sound, a pattern remarkably similar to a heart. By chance, his invention, known as the blank, I'll let you guys finish it here in a minute, was ideal for pulsating signals to the heart. He tested his new creation on animals and fine-tuned the device before implanting it into a human in 1960. In recent years, Greatbatch has been lauded for his achievement, even if he discovered it by chance. What is this invention, you say?
It's a pacemaker.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yep. I was going to say that or a fibrillator. But,
The artificial pacemaker for the heart is an accidental invention.
That's cool.
Pretty important motherfucking accident. I'm just going to say. That's a good one.
Indeed.
All right. We're down to number 1.
Number 1.
Uno.
One.
Is the
And a
loneliest
partridge
number.
in a
It is.
pear tree.
Alexander Fleming, year 1928. Halfway through an experiment with bacteria, Alexander Fleming up and went on vacation. Slob that he was, he left the dirty petri dish in the lab sink.
I already know this one.
When he got back, he found bacteria had grown all over the plate, except in an area where mold had formed. That discovery led to 2 things. Number 1 of them was Fleming hired a maid. But number 2 was
Penicillin.
penicillin.
The reason why I can enjoy my Friday nights again.
Oh, God.
That's not a good thing for me.
Yeah, you're allergic to penicillin, aren't you? Yep, so is my mother. I'm not, ironically, but my mother is and you are. So if we have a baby...
Well,
me and
mothers
you-
only pass on Jewiness, not allergies. Like you're only Jewish if your mother's Jewish.
Maybe our baby will
What
be
if
allergic
she's
to penicillin.
Jewish?
A Jewish princess.
May the Schwartz be with you. Oh.
Nice. So good list. That
All right,
was fun.
I got a bonus.
Bonus.
Here's a bonus. This one is better than a couple of them I had on here, but it didn't make the 10, so I put it on the list anyway. Alistair and Jean Carruthers, year 1987. The couple were using small doses of a deadly toxin to treat crossed eyes.
Was it iocane powder?
No,
Okay.
I like that though. I know where you're going with that. To treat crossed eyes, eyelid spasms, and other eye muscle disorders when they noticed an interesting side effect. Wrinkles magically disappeared. The expressionless face became the
Botox.
it look, thanks to Botox. Yes, that's your bonus is a B and it's Botox. Accidental invention.
Interesting.
Yep.
So I'm surprised. I was expecting, especially you work over where you work, the Jet Propulsion Laboratory didn't make that list. I'm surprised.
Yeah, there was
by
a
that.
few. There was, I mean, to be honest, the lists could go on and on and
Yeah.
on. These particular ones came from the Reader's Digest Online and the Genius Stuff website. That's where I got all of these from.
All right.
But there was literally like 50 on those two locations, and I've just started going through and finding the ones that I like the best. I figured it was too easy to use like the NASA inventions for some of the stuff that they did, like the what's the foam, the memory foam stuff. There's a name for it.
Memory
Not just-
foam.
It's not just memory foam. There's an actual name for it.
Oh.
NASA originally invented it to pad during the
Mhm.
immense amount of G-forces that's put on the astronauts, and suddenly people liked it and
Hey,
mass
guess
produced
what
it.
else you can do? You can put a glass of wine on the bed and
And bounce.
jump on the other
It's
side.
not true. It
No.
fell.
I will tell you one other NASA invention.
It was a lie.
When people use this, and I don't want to do this because I get emotional about NASA, and when people talk down on NASA, like, what has NASA ever done for humanity? Like, those people actually exist out there. You want to hear one of the coolest inventions that NASA helped to accidentally also discover?
What's that?
It came from the Hubble Space Telescope. Well, when the Hubble was first launched, the Hubble's mirror was out of alignment, and so the stars came in fuzzy.
I know this.
I remember that.
There was a group of scientists that collaborated around the world to work on an algorithm to fine-tune the out-of-focus stars in images that the Hubble was receiving before the mirror was replaced. So in that interim 5 or 8 years, however long it was before that mirror was replaced, they had this algorithm that fine-tuned it. Guess what that algorithm works perfectly to help detect?
I knew this at one time, but I don't remember what.
Incredibly small occurrences of breast cancer. Your standard mammogram, let's say your standard mammogram can get down to a cubic millimeter. Well, with this fine-tuned algorithm that was used for the Hubble, it can get down to the 100th of the millimeter. I mean, it's ridiculously fine-tuned to detect breast cancer at much, much lower occurrences. Pretty cool, huh? That one
is cool.
That's the easiest argument back for somebody when they say, well, NASA invented Tang and Velcro. Well, Velcro you're wrong about.
Well, space saved your tatas.
That's right. That's right. So that's my list this week, guys.
Good list.
Very good.
like it?
Very
You like the
good. Who's
accidental
up
inventions?
next? Jay is up next.
I'm next. Yeah.
Mr. Alvarez.
You got
is
a
up next.
teaser?
I don't know that I want to leave a teaser because Adam's been blowing the last couple.
Yeah, I couldn't keep my teasers.
Let's
I say.
let's hold on. Let me take a look here. See if I got a teaser. Because I actually,
Into the mic, baby.
I actually have a list.
I see what
I
you
like
did
it
there.
when you call me baby. I actually have a list of top 10 lists.
Nice.
This guy's
Like, whenever I get an
Is
idea
your
for-
top 10 going to be your top 10 lists that you want to do?
She might be on.
Yes.
Inception.
Yes. Hold on. It's going to be a veritable Guess Who.
A veritable guess.
That's your teaser?
That's my teaser.
A veritable Guess Who.
No, I
That
don't
is
like
a
that.
fun game by Milton Bradley.
Good job.
Hmm.
Okay, well,
Ooh, she took that a different
Oh.
angle. I didn't consider like little board games like that. That could
Yeah.
be a board game top 10 list you got going.
Yeah, no, we're gonna. Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm gonna change that. No, it's you're gonna get left with some deja vu.
Deja vu?
Yeah, it's gonna hit a little bit of deja vu.
Matrix glitches?
Yep. There's
Oh,
a glitch
is that
in
like
the
the
Matrix.
one
I
he-
took the wrong pill. No, it's not the one he did.
It's not like
Okay.
that?
No.
Okay. Damn it. Now I'm all fucking confused. I'm thinking board games and Matrix now. I'm fucked. All right. Well,
Guess who? Deja vu. We're gonna talk about Alzheimer's, kids.
Huh?
not being deaf. What?
Stop.
All right. So you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/thetwisted10. On Twitter, where?
At the Twisted 10.
That's right. You can email us if you want to communicate with us on hosting a show or just some ideas or just you want to tell us something. At, how did the email us tag? I forgot
It's
what it was.
the Twisted10 at gmail.com.
How do I forget that? That's all I got this week, guys. You want to get out of here?
Yeah, man. Let's go.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to my show this week. I appreciate it. My name's Adam.
And I'm Tach.
And Andrea Joy.
I'm Jay Alvarez.
See you next week.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All three engines up and burning. 2, 1, 0, and lift off.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You're listening to the Twisted 10, bringing you original and unique, host-created top 10 lists, recorded live in world-famous Cocoa Beach, Florida, with hosts Tach Van Sickle and Adam Poston.
And welcome to the Twisted 10. My name is Adam, and I am your host this week.
All right, and my name is Tach, and I'm just a guest.
And my name is Andrea Joy.
I am also guest host Jay Alvarez. A 4-year-old? I don't know what this is. Maybe it's food.
That'd be a bad thing to do for the first person inventing like some sort of arsenic compound.
Right. Could you imagine what would happen if Thomas Edison got so pissed off at the light bulb?
I'm going to eat this motherfucker.
I'm going to eat.
Well, that's why there's warnings on all these things now. You know, arsenic is deadly. We had to learn that somehow.
That's true. That's a good point. Radiation.
If people hadn't died, we wouldn't.
So he was looking for the weaponry, avenue. He's like, maybe it'll kill me. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe it'll put me out of my misery.
By the way, is there a twist to this list at all?
There's not a twist. However, these become cooler to me as the list goes on.
Okay.
So the least interesting of the inventions that I found that were noteworthy was chewing gum. All right.
Gotcha.
And as they go to number one, it builds with anticipation to the best accidental.
So his
Good
wasn't
climax.
bubble gum.
I just love that.
Just chewing gum.
I just love that an inventor, a scientist, a man with a degree got.
What's up, guys? How is your week this week?
My week was okay. I just coming off of 2 days off.
Yeah, that's
This
good.
is the end of my week.
End of your week. That's right. You're off on Sundays and Mondays. So
Most of the time.
I'm off Sundays and Mondays as well.
Unless
And Jay, what days off are you?
I will soon be off Sundays and
Look at
Mondays.
that.
Tack,
That's
I don't know if you remember in the last episode I did do a teaser.
I do. You said it's what we do.
Yeah, it's what we do.
What we do.
I was originally going to do.
Everybody poops. Wait, does that have something to do with
No,
it?
they don't.
I was originally going to do a list on the best, in my Adam's humble opinion, the best comedy podcasts that are out there.
Okay.
The problem with that is that it's a smaller list than a top 10. So
And they all would
How
have
is
been
that
Tom
what
and
we
Dan.
do?
It would have been a corporate time with Tom and Dan.
Mediocre
It
time
would have
with
been a
Tom and Dan.
mediocre time with Tom and Dan.
granted, we do podcasting. That was
I got
did there a little bit of a twist?
Yeah, I like that.
All right.
I got so many off the top of my head.
Yep. You guys will probably know a couple of these, and then I'd be willing to bet that a couple of these you have no clue, because I didn't. All right, so number 10.
Number 10.
Yes.
The first accidental invention on our list of accidental inventions is accidentally inventing chewing gum.
Ooh. Pray tell.
The inventor, Thomas Adams, in year 1870, he was experimenting with chicle, the sap from a South American tree, as a substitute for rubber. After mounting failures, the dejected inventor popped a piece into his mouth. Big discovery, he liked it. As a result, Adams, New York #1, became the first mass-produced chewing gum in the world.
Ooh.
Wait, so he got so frustrated with his failed experiment that he threw it in his mouth?
Yes.
Like you don't do that.
No. What is he?
For what we do.
said
So I completely scrapped that idea, and this is the second
Okay.
time I've done that. So guess what? I'm never giving a hint at what an episode is again, because I always vary off in
Can
a
it
direction.
still be what we do?
I mean, you might be able to do some of this stuff.
I
but,
can do
Oddly-
all that stuff. Every one of them I could do.
You know what the fun part is? With this new list, half of them are still Tom and Dan.
Nice. All right, so I did a little bit of research, and I'm the kind of guy that enjoys some sciencey things, or
Definitely.
some spacey kind of
Yeah.
things, or some mythological, or some sci-fi, or whatever. Those are
Yeah.
the things that I really like. So
Hell yeah.
this episode is all about accidents, Tach.
What?
Accidents?
How is any of that related?
They are.
Well, what
I
kind of
thought
accident?
it was the top 10 reasons to watch Battlestar Galactica. For like,
That's my favorite sci-fi, by the way. That is by far my favorite sci-fi of all time. But no, this is accidental inventions.
Oh, I like.
Yes, you see what